Welcome to Ask the Lawyer, International Edition, the radio show that brings you the latest trends in immigrating to the United States. Hosted by attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This program is designed to provide valuable insights for those who wish to live, work, study, or invest in the U.S. Whether you're an international student seeking educational opportunities, an entertainer looking to break into the U.S. market, or a business owner wanting to expand your operations and tap into the vast U.S. economy, this show is for you. If you're an investor exploring options in the U.S. or someone with family or friends already living here, you won't want to miss the important information shared on Ask the Lawyer, International Edition. Each week, we dive into critical topics that help you navigate the complexities of U.S. immigration and business law. Special guests include experts in business development, elected officials supportive of immigration, business owners, and nonprofit leaders who provide real-world advice and guidance for those wanting to build a future in the U.S. The law firm of Figueroa and Associates was founded not only to serve our clients, but to contribute to the greater good. We understand the importance of helping individuals and businesses achieve their American dreams, and we are committed to providing the legal expertise and support needed to make that happen. So whether you're an entrepreneur looking to open a branch of your business in the U.S., an investor ready to explore opportunities, or someone hoping to migrate and build a new life in America, you should tune in and learn from this informative program. Ask the Lawyer. International Edition is your resource for understanding U.S. immigration trends, business opportunities, and legal strategies. Call now. For personalized legal advice, contact the experienced attorneys at Figueroa and Associates today. Our team is here to help you navigate the path to success in the U.S. Thank you for listening to Ask the Lawyer, International Edition with attorney Brian Figueroa. Visit us online at askthelawyer.us or call today to schedule your consultation.
Good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. It's paranoia setting in. What is the truth about President Trump, better known as AKA KKK Russian Trump? And when I say KKK Russian Trump, what do I mean? Well, obviously, from everything that he has said for the last 8 years and beyond, ChatGPT agrees with my analysis that he is a racist. We're not going to go through the fine points about whether or not he is a racist, but one of the indicators that you could look at in terms of taking him seriously with the things that he says and does is look at how white folks are responding to him. So yes, at the law firm of Figueroa and Associates, we represent everyone for all the corners of the globe, including people from Western Europe. And their response is with a sense of urgency. Let me get my immigration issues settled. Let me do what I have to do, and hopefully I can do it before Trump takes office. But this is obviously coming from, you may think, the minority community, but I'm talking about clients that are Western Europeans. So if their sense of urgency may not be required, they are concerned. And if they are concerned, what should Black people be concerned about? What should brown people be concerned about? What should Asian people be concerned about? Asian meaning what? People with Chinese descent, Korean descent, anything where your eyes are small like mine, because I have Asian in my blood, yes. I have Asian, I have Black, I'm multi-blooded cultural, yeah. I'm like the United Nations in one. Yes. And some people don't understand the urgency of Russian KKK, Russian Trump coming into the office. And I'm also a student of history. So when Hitler said, when I come into the office in Mein Kampf, a book that Hitler wrote, that I want a piece of every country or all the countries. I'm going to destroy everyone, black people, Jewish people, everyone. How did people respond? Unfortunately, what he did to the Jews was disgraceful. It was obviously a genocide. Yet still, there are over 200,000 Jews that thought that he wouldn't have been what he was during the period before he started his purge. And why do I remind us about, that real KKK, that Nazi Hitler? It's because everything that Hitler did, in a way, Trump is mirroring that behavior. And people have to be careful. Look at his appointment to the head of justice. What's his name? Gates. All right. They talk about him having sex with a 17-year-old. Yes. That means that the child is under 18. It's a child. If it was under 16 in New York State, it's called statutory rape. In some states, obviously, the laws differ. Is that the person that you want to lead the Justice Department? Why would KKK, Russian Trump choose someone like that? Well, we could look at his own criminal records, the accusations against him. So when we make a decision, when we analyze, we don't use our heart, we don't use our gut, we use our brain. And that's what lawyers do. They research, 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 research. So when we make a decision or we give advice on legal issues, we have to give the public a sense of urgency that is warranted. He wants to denaturalize people. He wants to come after people who are already US citizens. How many people taking office has said this before? And how does he plan to implement denaturalizing people? So if you're a US citizen and you're a naturalized citizen, which is a huge percentage of the American population, even more so now than ever, he doesn't want to look at immigrants just coming across the border. He wants to get rid of immigrants that are already here. Why? Because he's looking at demographics. He wants America to be as Western European as possible. And that's his focus, not Eastern Europe, like the Baltic states, Poland, and others, but Western Europeans. And he doesn't hide his agenda. Yet still the people that voted for him, that are his plan victims, this is what we say, about. The Church of Latter-day Saints say, what we propose, that's, what's that movie star name again, Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise. They say that only educated people should be able to vote, not stupid people, not uneducated people. But obviously, Trump supporters is all of that. But most of them, it seems, are uneducated. They said Kamala got more educated votes than college graduates than Trump. Does that go to people's ability to analyze, people's ability to understand history, and what history is taught at a college level, a high school level, a junior high level in the United States of America? So the Trump administration is coming after a lot of people. A lot of people should be scared. A lot of people should take their legal issues seriously. And a lot of people should start acting on it. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. For those of you listening in Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Grenada, if your family voted for Trump and they have other family members in America that don't have their green card yet, tell your family, look, they made a mistake with Trump and they need to take seriously their immigration status. Again, this is the law firm of Figueroa and Associates. Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Now, in New York State, like California, those are the only two blue states. What is KKK Russians' Trump plan for these states? So state governments are not going to work with Trump doing federal law, which is enforcement of immigration law. However, KKK Russian Trump said that there's going to be a huge federal presence in California and New York State to enforce immigration law. Anytime you are apprehended by any federal authority, the first thing that you're served is called an NTA, a notice to appear. On our today's program, we'll go into detail as to if you are served an NTA, notice to appear for immigration court, what is the process, what is the defenses, and obviously you should speak with an attorney. Each and every week, we have various audio seminar type presentations, 8-10 minutes, that goes into legal detail because at the law firm of Figueroa and Associates, whether it's a matrimonial matter, wills, trust, estate planning matter, immigration matter, bankruptcy chapter 713 matter, we love our educated client. An educated client better understand their legal rights and they could take advantage of the law. For example, many times people talk about bankruptcies, and even if you own a property with the required amount of minimum equity, you could file a Chapter 7 rather than a Chapter 13, get rid of your debt, and keep your home. As simple as that may sound, you may go to certain bankruptcy attorneys that may not give you the correct information as to why you should file a Chapter 7 over a Chapter 13. These little talks that we have on various legal issues is for your education. An educated community could make better decisions. And you could visit our YouTube channel. You could visit our website, www.askthelawyer.us, and you will always be educated. So not only, we're not asking you just to go there to, get a consultation with the law firm Figueroa and Associates. We are saying go to Ask the Lawyer, www.askthelawyer.us, so that you could educate yourself for your present or your future, for both your family, friends, and others. Be loving like how I am loving, in that I believe educated people will make better decisions. Thank you. Call 855-768-8845 to schedule a consultation or visit our website, www.askthelawyer.us. Thank you.
Are you planning a trip to the United States but unsure how to navigate the visa process? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys will guide you step by step through the visitor's visa application process, ensuring that you have the best chance of success. Don't let paperwork and interviews stand in the way of your dream vacation. Schedule a consultation today by visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. We have helped countless clients like you successfully secure their U.S. visas. Let us take the stress out of the process so you can focus on planning your perfect trip.
Are you a religious worker looking to come to the U.S. to fulfill your mission? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help you navigate the complex R1 visa process. Whether you're a minister, missionary, or religious professional, our experienced immigration attorneys can assist with every step, from securing a U.S.-based sponsor to filing petitions with USCIS and preparing for your consular interview. Don't let the paperwork stand in the way of your spiritual calling. Schedule a consultation today at www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our legal team. Figaro and Associates, your trusted partner in U.S. immigration law for religious workers. Call Figaro and Associates today. Do you have a family member overseas that you want to bring to the United States? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in family-based green card petitions, guiding you step by step through the process to reunite you with your loved ones. Whether you are a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, we will ensure your petition is handled smoothly and efficiently. Plus, we can help you understand how filing for a green card may impact your relative's visitor visa. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our skilled legal team.
Are you an artist, band, or musician looking to perform in the United States but need help navigating the complex visa process? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to assist. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in entertainer visas, including P1, P2, and P3 visas. We'll guide you through every step, from securing a U.S. sponsor to filing the necessary petitions and preparing for your consular interview. With our legal expertise, we'll ensure that your visa application process is smooth and stress-free so you can focus on what you do best, performing. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. Figaro and Associates, your trusted partner in U.S. immigration law for entertainers.
If your spouse has overstayed their visa and you want to help them obtain a green card, we can help. The process of adjusting status can be complex, especially if there was an overstay, but the law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, has the experience and expertise to guide you through it. Our team of immigration lawyers will assist you every step of the way, from filing petitions to representing you at interviews. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. Get the right legal help when it matters most.
Hi, my name is Brian Anthony Figaro, and you are listening to Ask the Lawyer with my father, Brian Figaro.
Will President Trump have empathy for the victims of Arleigh Louison? In July 2019, federal authorities arrested Arleigh Louison, a 53-year-old Brooklyn resident, for orchestrating a massive immigration fraud scheme that exploited the Violence Against Women Act, VAWA. Operating under the alias Arleigh Lou, Louison submitted over 1,800 fraudulent applications on behalf of more than 1,000 clients,
falsely claiming they were victims of abuse to secure immigration benefits. The fraudulent scheme. Louison's operation involved fabricating narratives of abuse in Form I-360 petitions, essential for VAWA-based immigration relief. He submitted these petitions to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, Service Center in Street Albans, Vermont, without his client's knowledge or consent regarding the false claims. Additionally, Louison forged fee waiver petitions, further manipulating the system for financial gain. Legal proceedings. A federal grand jury indicted Louison on 12 counts of making false statements in immigration documents. Each count carries significant penalties, reflecting the gravity of his offenses. The indictment underscores Louison's deliberate exploitation of VAWA provisions, which are intended to protect genuine victims of domestic abuse. Impact on victims. Louison's clients, many from Caribbean communities in Kings County, New York, sought legal pathways to citizenship. Unbeknownst to them, the fraudulent applications jeopardized their immigration status, exposing them to potential deportation and other legal consequences. This betrayal eroded trust in legal processes and inflicted emotional and financial harm on the victims. Government response. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Vermont, in collaboration with the Diplomatic Security Service, DSS, led the investigation into Louison's activities. U.S. Attorney Christina E. Nolan emphasized the seriousness of profit-motivated immigration fraud and reaffirmed the commitment to prosecuting such offenses. The DSS highlighted the importance of protecting applicants from scams and fraud, underscoring the collaborative efforts of federal agencies in upholding the integrity of the immigration system. Role of the law firm of Figueroa and Associates in the aftermath of Louison's fraudulent activities. Many victims faced complex legal challenges, including potential deportation proceedings. The law firm of Figueroa and Associates, located at 26 Court Street, Suite 701, Brooklyn, New York 11201, stepped in to represent these victims. Led by attorney Brian Figueroa, the firm has been instrumental in providing legal assistance to those affected, helping them navigate the repercussions of Louison's fraud. Attorney Figueroa, a member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, ALA, with over 2 decades of experience, has been vocal about the pain and devastation caused by Louison's actions. He emphasizes the importance of seeking legitimate legal advice and warns against fraudulent service providers who exploit vulnerable immigrants. Broader context of immigration fraud. Louison's case is part of a broader pattern of immigration fraud schemes in New York City. For instance, in April 2013, attorney Earl Seth David was sentenced to 5 years in prison for operating a substantial immigration fraud scheme that facilitated tens of thousands of fraudulent immigration applications. Similarly, in January 2024, Bronx-based attorney Kofi Amankwa and his son were charged with conducting a large-scale immigration fraud scheme involving fraudulent VAWA petitions. Preventive measures and resources to combat immigration fraud. New York State offers resources to educate and protect immigrants. The Office of the Attorney General provides guidelines to avoid fraudulent service providers and encourages victims to report incidents without fear of their immigration status being disclosed. In conclusion, the case of Arleigh Louison underscores the pervasive issue of immigration fraud and its detrimental impact on vulnerable communities. It highlights the necessity for vigilance, robust legal enforcement, and accessible resources to protect immigrants from exploitation. Ongoing efforts by federal and state authorities, along with legal advocates like Figueroa and Associates, aim to uphold the integrity of the immigration system and ensure that those seeking legal status can do so through legitimate and safe avenues. Now we delve into a significant case of immigration fraud that has impacted thousands in our community. In July 2019, federal authorities arrested Arleigh Louison, also known as Arleigh Lou, a Brooklyn resident accused of orchestrating a massive immigration fraud scheme. Louison allegedly submitted over 1,800 fraudulent applications, falsely claiming his clients were victims of abuse to secure immigration benefits. These actions have left many immigrants, particularly from the Caribbean community in Kings County, facing potential deportation and other legal challenges. In response, the law firm of Figueroa and Associates has stepped in to represent the victims of Louison's fraudulent activities. Attorney Brian Figueroa, with over 2 decades of experience in immigration law, emphasizes the importance of seeking legitimate legal advice and warns against fraudulent service providers who exploit vulnerable immigrants. If you or someone you know has been affected by this scheme, Figueroa and Associates is ready to assist. You can reach them at 26 Court Street, Suite 701, Brooklyn, New York 11201. Call 855-768-8845 or visit their website at askthelawyer.us. Remember, it's crucial to consult with qualified legal professionals to protect your rights and navigate the complexities of immigration law. Do you have a family member overseas that you want to bring to the United States? The law firm of Figueroa and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in family-based green card petitions, guiding you step by step through the process to reunite you with your loved ones. Whether you are a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, we will ensure your petition is handled smoothly and efficiently. Plus, we can help you understand how filing for a green card may impact your relative's visitor visa. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our skilled legal team.
Are you planning a trip to the United States but unsure how to navigate the visa process? The law firm of Figueroa and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys will guide you step by step through the visitor's visa application process, ensuring that you have the best chance of success. Don't let paperwork and interviews stand in the way of your dream vacation. Schedule a consultation today by visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. We have helped countless clients like you successfully secure their U.S. visas. Let us take the stress out of the process so you can focus on planning your perfect trip.
Are you a religious worker looking to come to the U.S. to fulfill your mission? The law firm of Figueroa and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help you navigate the complex R1 visa process. Whether you're a minister, missionary, or religious professional, our experienced immigration attorneys can assist with every step, from securing a U.S.-based sponsor to filing petitions with USCIS and preparing for your consular interview. Don't let the paperwork stand in the way of your spiritual calling. Schedule a consultation today at www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our legal team. Figueroa and Associates, your trusted partner in U.S. immigration law for religious workers. Call Figueroa and Associates today.
Hi, my name is Brian Anthony Figueroa, and you are listening to Ask the Lawyer with my father, Brian Figueroa.
Guardianship in New York challenges when the guardian is an adult child living abroad. Guardianship laws in New York City, NYC, and New York State, NY NYS are designed to protect individuals, commonly referred to as wards, who cannot manage their personal, financial, or medical affairs due to physical or mental incapacity. In cases where an adult child living outside the United States and not a U.S. citizen or green card holder is named as the guardian, unique legal, logistical, and ethical challenges emerge. This article examines the guardianship framework in NYC and NYS, explores the complexities of having a non-resident guardian, and outlines possible solutions to navigate these challenges. 1. Overview of guardianship laws in NYC and NYS. Legal framework. Guardianship in New York is primarily governed by Article 81 of the New York Mental Hygiene Law, MHL, and to a lesser extent, Article 17A of the Surrogates Court Procedure Act, SCPA. Article 81 Guardianship. Designed for adults who cannot manage their personal or property needs. Guardianship is tailored to the specific needs of the ward, with the court granting only the powers necessary to meet those needs. Article 17A Guardianship. Used primarily for individuals with intellectual or developmental disabilities. Unlike Article 81, this form of guardianship is more comprehensive and less tailored to specific needs. Types of guardianship. Guardianships in NY are categorized into guardian of the person, responsible for decisions about the ward's personal and medical care. Guardian of the property, manages the ward's financial affairs. Guardian of the person and property, oversees both personal and financial matters. 2. Requirements for becoming a guardian. General eligibility. To qualify as a guardian under NY law, the individual must be at least 18 years old. The person must have the ability to perform the duties assigned by the court. The court must determine that appointing the individual is in the best interest of the ward. Non-resident guardians. Non-residents can be appointed as guardians under NY law, but their status introduces additional complications. When the proposed guardian resides outside the United States and lacks legal residency, example, a U.S. green card or citizenship, the court may impose stricter requirements to ensure the ward's interests are adequately protected. 3. Challenges when the guardian is an adult child living abroad. Legal challenges. Immigration status. A guardian who is not a U.S. citizen or green card holder may face difficulties entering the U.S. to fulfill their guardianship duties. Without a valid visa, the guardian may not be able to attend court hearings, supervise care, or handle financial transactions. Court oversight. Guardians must periodically report to the court on the ward's well-being and financial status. A non-resident guardian may find it challenging to meet these requirements without physical presence. 3. Residency requirements for financial transactions. Banks and financial institutions often require guardians managing property to have a U.S. address or valid tax identification number. This poses logistical barriers for guardians living abroad. Logistical challenges. Coordination of care. Guardians are responsible for ensuring the ward receives proper care, which can include managing medical appointments, coordinating with care facilities, and overseeing day-to-day needs. Physical absence can make these tasks significantly harder. Time zone differences. Guardians living in a different time zone may struggle to communicate effectively with care providers, financial institutions, and legal representatives in the U.S. Travel limitations. Frequent travel to the U.S. may be financially or practically unfeasible, especially if the guardian has employment or family obligations in their country of residence. Ethical and emotional challenges. Cultural differences. Differences in medical and elder care norms between the U.S. and the guardian's home country may lead to conflicting decisions about the ward's care. Emotional distance. A non-resident guardian may find it harder to maintain a close, supportive relationship with the ward, potentially affecting the ward's mental and emotional well-being. 4. Court considerations in appointing non-resident guardians. The court must determine whether appointing a non-resident guardian is in the best interest of the ward. Key factors include the guardian's ability to fulfill duties, The court will assess whether the proposed guardian can effectively manage the ward's personal and financial needs despite living abroad. Proposed care plan. The guardian must present a detailed plan for overseeing the ward's care, including local support systems and communication methods. Alternative arrangements. If appointing a non-resident guardian is deemed impractical, the court may explore alternative arrangements, such as appointing a co-guardian or standby guardian based in the U.S. 5. Case study. Hypothetical scenario facts. Maria, an 82-year-old NYC resident, suffers from dementia and needs a guardian to manage her medical care and finances. Her adult son, Daniel, lives in Spain and is neither a U.S. citizen nor a green card holder. Daniel wants to serve as her guardian. Challenges. Daniel cannot travel frequently to the U.S. due to his work obligations and lack of a long-term visa. Maria's bank requires her guardian to have a U.S. Social Security number to manage her accounts. The court questions whether Daniel can adequately supervise Maria's day-to-day care from abroad. Proposed solutions. Appointing a local co-guardian. A trusted family, friend, or professional guardian in NYC could be appointed as a co-guardian to handle immediate, on-the-ground responsibilities. Leveraging technology. Daniel could use video calls and remote monitoring tools to stay involved in Maria's care and communicate with her medical team. Standby guardianship. The court could designate a standby guardian in the U.S. to take over if Daniel is unable to fulfill his duties. 6. Best practices for non-resident guardians. Build a support network. Establish relationships with local caregivers, attorneys, and financial advisors who can assist with the ward's needs. Adopt technological solutions. Used digital tools for remote communication, financial management, and health monitoring. Plan for visa requirements. Work with an immigration attorney to secure a visa that allows periodic visits to the U.S. for guardianship-related duties. Seek legal advice. Retain a guardianship attorney familiar with cross-border issues to navigate the complexities of NY law and ensure compliance with court requirements. 7. Legislative and policy considerations. Existing gaps in the law. While NY law permits non-resident guardians, it lacks specific provisions addressing the unique challenges faced by those living abroad. This can lead to inconsistent outcomes in court decisions and difficulties for guardians. Potential reforms. Clear guidelines for non-resident guardians. Introduce legislation clarifying the responsibilities and limitations of guardians residing outside the U.S. Use of technology. Encourage courts to adopt remote reporting and monitoring systems for non-resident guardians. Facilitation of visa access. Create a special visa category for guardians of U.S. residents, allowing them to travel to the U.S. for caregiving duties. 8. Ethical considerations. Balancing interests. Courts must balance the ward's best interests with the guardian's ability to fulfill their duties. Appointing a non-resident guardian may raise questions about whether the ward's care could be compromised by the guardian's physical absence. Respecting family dynamics. Family ties and cultural values often play a significant role in guardianship decisions. Courts must navigate these dynamics sensitively, especially when family members are separated by borders. In conclusion, guardianship cases involving non-resident guardians in NYC and NIS highlight the complexities of cross-border caregiving and the need for thoughtful legal and logistical solutions. While current laws allow non-residents to serve as guardians, practical challenges related to immigration, communication, and financial management require innovative approaches. By adopting best practices and advocating for legislative reform, families and courts can work together to ensure that wards receive the care and protection they need, regardless of geographical boundaries.
Estate planning is a necessity, not a luxury. Let the law firm of Figaro & Associates help you protect your legacy, assets, and loved ones. Get estate planning consultation on wills, living trust and probate, power of attorney, health proxy, deed transfers, providing for special needs, disabled children and grandchildren, minimizing federal and state taxes. Call us right now at 855-768-8255
888-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Or schedule an appointment at www.askthelawyer.us. That's
Are you planning a trip to the United States but unsure how to navigate the visa process? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys will guide you step by step through the visitor's visa application process, ensuring that you have the best chance of success. Don't let paperwork and interviews stand in the way of your dream vacation. Schedule a consultation today by visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. We have helped countless clients like you successfully secure their U.S. visas. Let us take the stress out of the process so you can focus on planning your perfect trip.
Do you have a family member overseas that you want to bring to the United States? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in family-based green card petitions, guiding you step by step through the process to reunite you with your loved ones. Whether you are a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, we will ensure your petition is handled smoothly and efficiently. Plus, we can help you understand how filing for a green card may impact your relative's visitor visa. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our skilled legal team.
Hi, my name is Brian Anthony Figaro, and you are listening to Ask the Lawyer with my father, Brian Figaro.
The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights in New York State, protecting a vital workforce. The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights is a groundbreaking piece of legislation in New York State that extends critical protections to domestic workers, nannies, housekeepers, caregivers, and other individuals who perform essential household tasks. Historically, domestic workers were excluded from many labor laws, leaving them vulnerable to low wages, long hours, and unsafe working conditions. Passed in 2010, the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights set a precedent for recognizing and protecting the rights of this vital yet often overlooked workforce. This article explores the key components of the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights, its impact on workers and employers, and why understanding these rights is essential for ensuring fairness, dignity, and equity in New York State. Who are domestic workers? Domestic workers are individuals employed in private households to provide services such as childcare, nannies or babysitters, housekeeping, cleaners and housekeepers, elder care, home companions for elderly individuals, personal caregiving for individuals with disabilities. Domestic work is labor-intensive and emotionally demanding, yet it often takes place in isolation, making it difficult for workers to advocate for themselves or enforce their rights. Key provisions of the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights ensures that domestic workers receive the same protections afforded to other workers under labor laws. Below are the key components. 1. Overtime pay. Domestic workers are entitled to overtime pay at 1.5 times the regular hourly rate for hours worked over. 40 hours per week for live-out workers. 44 hours per week for live-in workers. This provision addresses the historical exploitation of domestic workers who often worked excessively long hours without additional compensation. 2. Paid days of rest and vacation. Workers are entitled to 1 day of rest per week, 24 consecutive hours. If a worker agrees to work on their designated rest day, they must be paid overtime for those hours. 3 paid days off after 1 year of employment with the same employer. This provision recognizes the need for rest and personal time, which is often denied to domestic workers due to the nature of their work. 3. Protection from harassment and discrimination. Domestic workers are protected from harassment and discrimination under the New York State Human Rights Law. Employers are prohibited from discriminating against workers based on race, ethnicity, or national origin, gender or sexual orientation, disability, age, or other protected characteristics. Asterisk, retaliating against workers who report harassment or unsafe conditions. This protection is vital because domestic workers often work in isolated environments, making them particularly vulnerable to harassment or mistreatment. 4. Minimum wage requirements. Domestic workers must receive at least the minimum wage as set by New York state law. As of 2024, the state's minimum wage is $15 per hour in New York City, Long Island, and Westchester County, $14.20 per hour in other parts of the state, with scheduled increases. Employers must comply with these minimum wage requirements and maintain accurate payroll records. 5. Written notice of employment terms. Employers must provide domestic workers with a written notice detailing rate of pay, including overtime rates, regular work schedule and job duties, terms for rest breaks, meal breaks, and days off. This notice ensures clarity and accountability, protecting workers from exploitation or misunderstandings regarding their employment terms. Why the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights matters. The passage of the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights marked a turning point for labor rights in New York State. Here's why it matters. 1. Acknowledging the value of domestic work. Domestic workers provide essential services that allow families to function, enabling employers to balance professional and personal obligations. By recognizing domestic workers' rights, the law validates the importance of their labor and treats them with the dignity and respect they deserve. 2. Addressing inequality. Historically, domestic workers, predominantly women of color, immigrants, and low-income individuals, were excluded from labor protections under laws such as the Fair Labor Standards Act, FLSA, of 1938. The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights corrects this injustice, promoting equality and inclusion. 3. Promoting fair working conditions. The bill establishes basic standards for wages, overtime, and time off, ensuring domestic workers are not subjected to exploitation or unreasonable working hours. 4. Protecting vulnerable workers. Because domestic work often occurs behind closed doors, workers are more vulnerable to abuse, harassment, and wage theft. Legal protections give them tools to seek justice and hold employers accountable. Obligations for employers. Employers who hire domestic workers in New York State have clear legal obligations under the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. Pay workers at least the minimum wage and overtime rates. Provide a written agreement detailing job terms. Respect workers' right to rest days and paid time off. Maintain payroll records and provide pay stubs. Prevent harassment and discrimination in the workplace. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in legal consequences, including wage claims, fines, and penalties. Challenges domestic workers still face. While the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights has provided significant protections, challenges remain. Enforcement issues. Many workers are unaware of their rights or fear retaliation if they report violations. Undocumented workers. Immigrant workers without legal status may hesitate to seek help due to fears of deportation. Isolation. The private nature of domestic work often makes it difficult for workers to unite and advocate for better conditions collectively. Organizations such as the National Domestic Workers Alliance, NDWA, and local advocacy groups in New York City play a critical role in educating workers about their rights and providing legal assistance. What to do if your rights are violated? If you are a domestic worker in New York State and your rights are violated, you could take the following steps. Document violations. Keep records of your hours worked, wages received, and any incidents of mistreatment. Seek legal help. Contact an experienced employment attorney who can guide you through the process of filing a wage claim or harassment complaint. Report violations. You can file complaints with the New York State Department of Labor or the Division of Human Rights. Employers are prohibited from retaliating against workers who assert their rights. If retaliation occurs, workers can seek additional legal remedies. Conclusion: The Domestic Workers Bill of Rights in New York State is a critical step toward ensuring fairness and equality for one of the most overlooked segments of the workforce. By addressing issues such as wages, overtime, harassment, and rest periods, this law helps protect domestic workers from exploitation and provides them with the legal tools to enforce their rights. However, domestic workers and employers must understand their responsibilities under the law. Employers who comply with the legislation create fair and supportive work environments, while workers who are informed about their rights can advocate for themselves effectively. For domestic workers facing wage disputes, harassment, or unfair treatment, consulting an experienced attorney is essential to achieving justice and protecting their livelihood. 140-word radio script for Figaro and Associates. Are you a domestic worker in New York State? Know your rights? Whether you're a nanny, housekeeper, or caregiver, the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights protects you. You deserve fair wages, overtime pay, and a safe workplace free from harassment. If you're being underpaid, overworked, or mistreated, the law firm of Figaro and Associates is here to help. Their experienced employment attorneys fight for domestic workers' rights to fair treatment, justice, and dignity. Don't suffer in silence. Call 855-768-8845 for a free consultation today or visit www.askthelawyer.us. That's 855-768-8845. Protect your rights and demand fair treatment because your work matters. Figaro and Associates, located at 26 Court Street, Suite 701, Brooklyn, New York. Figaro and Associates, fighting for fairness, justice, and equality. Do you have a family member overseas that you want to bring to the United States? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in family-based green card petitions, guiding you step by step through the process to reunite you with your loved ones. Whether you are a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, we will ensure your petition is handled smoothly and efficiently. Plus, we can help you understand how filing for a green card may impact your relative's visitor visa. Schedule a consultation today at visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845 to discuss your case with our skilled legal team.
Are you looking to study in the United States but confused about how to apply for a student visa? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys specialize in guiding students through the visa application process, ensuring that you have the best chance of success. Don't let paperwork and interviews stand between you and your academic dreams in the U.S. Schedule a consultation today by visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. We have helped countless students secure their student visas and begin their educational journey in the United States. Let us help you make your study abroad dream a reality. Figaro and Associates, your trusted partner in student visa success. Are you planning a trip to the United States but unsure how to navigate the visa process? The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, is here to help. Our experienced immigration attorneys will guide you step by step through the visitor's visa application process, ensuring that you have the best chance of success. Don't let paperwork and interviews stand in the way of your dream vacation. Schedule a consultation today by visiting www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. We have helped countless clients like you successfully secure their U.S. visas. Let us take the stress out of the process so you can focus on planning your perfect trip. Facing deportation due to overstaying your visa or immigration violations, you need the right legal team on your side. The law firm of Figaro and Associates, located in Brooklyn, New York, specializes in deportation defense. Our experienced immigration attorneys can help you fight removal, apply for waivers, or seek asylum if needed. Don't face this alone. Let us help you protect your future. Schedule a consultation today at www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. Figaro and Associates, the help you need when it matters most.
Hi, my name is Brian Anthony Figueroa, and you are listening to Ask the Lawyer with my father, Brian Figueroa.
This show is a production of IQ Inc. Marketing. If you would like to advertise your product or service on this show to the U.S. and Caribbean markets and through our multicultural publications in New York, please call 866-435-3286 or send an email to info@myiqinc.com.